for the longest time, full moon, until I started to delve in and how potent the new moon is for certain attacks. And it would make sense because it is the dark moon. When the moon is in its dark phase, people might try to cloak themselves because magic, energy work is there, but you can't see it. So purposely trying to fuck with other people's realities, which is another form of cloaking. And manipulation by not being honest. Let's take it back to the beginning. They've told so many lies that they're terrified to stop the impending energy that headed towards you, bedfellow energy, to the dream state. They're mad you ain't their mama or their case. Coven or secret society is that we do have family abuse. It also shines a light people don't want to see about them, make you the issue. Self-awareness is always key. Karmic mother says they like their darkness and leave them alone. All that they tried to do to you is being reversed, okay? You know, this person, they're ridden with guilt. They have to look at themselves. They don't checking in on someone else, like maybe, you know, a divine partner. We do have subliminal programming here. MK, this is all about mind control. So learn to do what it was that she did to you. You're being warned, I guess, that this energy is active and wanting to fatten you up for slaughter. It's designed to be really nice to you. A heart link again is an emotional link where it deals with group energy. So you have a prominent in 11th house, and this karmic mother keep you out of trying to attack that alignment or dirty soiling. You've been groomed your whole life for these kinds of, with a coven or a secret society, is always of ritual sacrifices on behalf of your family and, well, to feed an entity. That's the energy. This is somebody who deals with Saturnian magic, trying to track endless cycles, line fuckery, which again is showing me that this is that doppelganger, siblings against one another in these like Hunger Game type races. High frequency one, however, even if the chosen one, however, even if radically begins to destabilize them because they've been feeding off of your imbalance, they've been feeding off of your instability. Your want to take your energy to feed entity that eat the vibration to control. It's deeper than family games. The objective is to keep you asleep and taking their create this illusion. The cloaking and glamour magic, taking someone else's energy to create an illusion. The devil is not a creator. The devil can only take what God has already created and use it inversely or to create an illusion. And evil has been called good. And people who do orders shit to get rewarded, and all of their societies that run the world who are going in and pledging and doing ritualistically, like the higher up the rungs, the more fucked up shit you had to do to dog eat dog world. Invert everything. So they have a chosen person, but here to be chosen, and they're accepted in the world, cloaking in your energy. These families pledging that give them access to woundedness and make them do to bind their bloodlines that are divine lineage, and pitted against someone else in your family since you were a child. Cousin, could be a sibling. Whatever glamour magic, this one that they've chosen, that magic is breaking. They scapegoated you because you're rising in your light. And hatred, now evil eye geared towards you because the gig is up. Whatever it was that they were getting from doing this, the access, the material goods, the status, family abuse. This is more than just this mother involved. She might try to like butter you up here. It doesn't matter. It's a family affair. Cloaking. As you do moon magic, glamour magic, they're trying to trap you in your light. What you take what belongs to you. Timelines that you were bound to. Certain timeline fuckery. Wake yourself up, rise in your truth and your power. Know that other person in your energy, this person who cloaked themselves in my God, my God, is in fact that to me, my God, showing me all this stuff, all of this stuff be in liking. The reason we do what we do is in liking the and beds of wickedness, like and it's been keeping our families in darkness and our world in this state of examined dysfunction. Mother is putting on a bit of a show, pretending to be in truth and in spirit. Okay, cannot get out of it. They can't get out of what they've done. So it's not going to end till they have no choice but to end it. Deep fuckery. They exploit that need to be adored in the world because they don't actually have that. Get them into these societies, and what's also exposed is who you are. This is what's pissing them off too. I don't think I've said it yet. I've said tonight. This is pissing them off too. Some of them didn't know they're doing this stuff to you. Line fuckery. They had a great time doing it because they just thought it were the weakest link. They were arrogant. Now they're realizing, oh wait, all of this we've had to do is to stop this person. This person can eat up their crumbs or compliments. They do this to reel you in, pretending to be okay. The karmic mother that you're dealing with who's doing this has been a part of what they've done many times before to get pleasure of it. Thought you were stupid, and this time around it's not bringing that pleasure. Roles have changed. The shift has all scratched the door, but didn't go through it properly, obviously, because I was recording. I just got about the dog and the cat, but two of you, I think, historical significance of scratching at the door. How it was referring to how court members were not allowed to enter the room that the king was in, and so they had to scratch at the door, get entry. I think it was in the Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John. I think it speaks about how was Jesus speak. I think this was it says that he tells this story of bridegroom, maidens who have oil for their lamps, and they're all waiting outside the chamber of the bridegroom. Still wait. The bridegroom took longer than they'd expected for the chamber to open. They ran out of their oil, came to these ones and asked them for oil, and they said, well, we can't give you any. They were gone. The chamber opened, and once other maidens entered, the door was shut. Energy of how people from they're coming into theirs, like time can come out of their energy. I'm coming to back into a different period. And literally, because the door has been shut, they didn't have the light, they didn't pass the test, and they're feeling that, and they're in the physical, they feel that. They feel the shift. They in the physical, they know the gig is up. They know that the game is over. So who has to come in now and scratching at the door this time around? Because they sense a shift and been revealed that the whole time the brunt of the joke is on them, right? This energy of your ascension, actual royalty, and as a mother or family member, whoever this is, I know the other way around. I'm here for you. I'm here closed out in the past, but in exactly the same way it has in they didn't learn the lesson, and as such, they're coming to try and fuck with your time to ascend. Does that make sense? There's no more, they've lost it. Their chance to move higher in this lifetime, but from past incarnations, you were the ticket spiritually, materially to what people don't talk about. The high frequency beings that are sent, the very divine beings sent into these bloodlines, help them ascend. Contracted yourself to these polluted, give them one big ass king mercy call. You were agents of judgment in this incarnation. Why they didn't like you. Open their hearts, and most importantly, learn how to love themselves. Because what they didn't like was how you shone. They didn't like your light. They, karmic mother, I like pick up on there's always a lesson, whether or not, to be learned irregardless, possible to you. Even the reason why this mother scapegoated you. It's easy for mind control, it's subliminal, to keep up this ruse with you, magnify their shadow. You didn't do it. You did it simply by being. You, the light that came into their lives to illuminate the darkness. And in that, they had a choice. Accept the darkness and learn to love themselves and heal their wounds, or they could deflect all that shit back on you, make you their wounds, because deal with it. You were sent to heal their wounds. And instead of taking gift, took your light for material gain. Help them send eyes. Your light, they wasted you. Burden. It already is being revealed to them now. Still, instead of repenting, going within, want to deflect. They still want to try and do the person who isn't awake, as if you are still the person who hasn't recovered your light, are about to be given over to their darkness, this incarnation anymore. Played out, yet the door was closed. Even if it hasn't yet materially, in the spiritual realm, it's already signed, sealed. They're screaming at you, talking about she's been marked. You marked her. No, she marked herself by refusing to see the gift that you were from the divine in order for her to be on the other side of the door. We had our lamps, had enough oil. didn't have to steal oil, have to share, beg, borrow, steal for someone else's light. Even the pits and the corners that they threw us in, immense darkness, we still found the little bit of light left inside of us that they hadn't snuffed out. And we allowed that fire to grow through our faith, through our hope, our connection with the divine. With the divine.